Welcome to World News. This is Jyoti. Let's get into the details. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Monday, January 6, 2025, announced his resignation in the face of rising discontent over his leadership and after the abrupt departure of his finance minister signaled growing turmoil within his government. Mr. Trudeau said it had become clear to him that he cannot be the leader during the next elections due to internal battles. He planned to stay on as the Prime Minister until a new leader of the Liberal Party is chosen.
Efforts to work through it, Parliament has been paralyzed for months after what has been the longest session of a minority parliament in Canadian history. That's why this morning I advised the Governor-General that we need a new session of Parliament. She has granted this request and the House will now be prorogued until March 24th. Over the holidays, I've also had a chance to reflect and have had long talks with my family about our future. Throughout the course of my career, any success I have personally achieved has been because of their support and with their encouragement. So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process. Last night I asked the President of the Liberal Party to begin that process. This country deserves a real choice in the next election, and it has become clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election.
A massive earthquake was a magnitude of 7.1 on the Richter scale struck Tibet on Tuesday morning with tremors felt in Delhi NCR and other parts of North India. Strong tremors were felt in several areas of Bihar including Patna and multiple locations in northern Bihar. The earthquake was also felt in West Bengal and the northeastern states including Assam. According to the National Center for Seismology, the earthquake occurred at 6:35 a.m. in Xizang near the Nepal-Tibet border. Congress certified President-elect Donald Trump as the winner of the 2024 election and proceedings Monday that unfolded without a challenge. In stark contrast to the January 6, 2021 violence as its mob of supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol. Lawmakers convened under heavy security and a winter snowstorm to meet the date required by law to certify the election. Layers of tall black fences flank the Capitol complex in a stark reminder of what happened 4 years ago when a defeated Trump sent rally-goers to fight hell-like in what became the most gruesome attack on the seat of American democracy in 200 years.
And 25. The state of the vote for the President of the United States as delivered to the President of the Senate is as follows. The whole number of the electors appointed to vote for President of the United States is 538. Within that whole number, the majority is 270. The votes for President of the United States are as follows. Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes. Kamala D. Harris Kamala D. Harris of the state of California has received 226 votes. The whole number of electors appointed to vote for Vice President of the United States is 538. Within that whole number, a majority is 270. The votes for Vice President of the United States are as follows. J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio has received 312 votes. Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota has received 226 votes. This announcement of the state of the vote by the President of the Senate shall be deemed a sufficient declaration of the persons elected, President and Vice President of the United States, each for a term beginning on the 20th day of January 2025, and shall be entered together with the list of the votes on the journals of the House and the Senate. Thank you very much. And 25. The state of the vote for the President of the United States as delivered to the President of the Senate is as follows. The whole number of the electors appointed to vote.
Congress certified President-elect Donald Trump as the winner of the 2024 election Monday, with Vice President Kamala Harris presiding.
Today was obviously a very important day, and it was about what should be the norm and what the American people should be able to take for granted, which is that one of the most important pillars of our democracy is that there will be a peaceful transfer of power. And today I did what I have done my entire career, which is take seriously the oath that I have taken many times to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, which included today performing my constitutional duties to ensure that the people of America, the voters of America, will have their votes counted, that those votes matter, and that they will determine then the outcome of an election. I do believe very strongly that America's democracy is only as strong as our willingness to fight for it. Every single person, their willingness to fight for and respect the importance of our democracy. Otherwise, it is very fragile and it will not be able to withstand moments of crisis. And today, America's democracy.
Top South Korean officials have met with the U.S. Secretary of State as local police consider arresting presidential security staff who are blocking the arrest of the impeached leader. On the other hand, hundreds of South Koreans protested near the presidential home of impeached Yoon Suk-yeol Monday in their second night of calling for his ouster and arrest.
You got it.
North Korea launched a ballistic missile into the Sea of Japan, coinciding with the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's visit to South Korea. In response, South Korea fired a missile, escalating tensions in the region. Both the U.S. and Japan condemned the missile launch as a violation of UN Security Council resolutions. North Korean state media published pictures of the country's latest missile test early on Tuesday, a day after neighbor South Korea had detected it. The North state-run Korean Central News Agency KCNA said the missile was fired from a suburb of the capital city, Yongbyon, and reached a peak altitude of 99.8 kilometers, 62 miles. It was a new type intermediate range hypersonic ballistic missile, KCNA said. President Joe Biden met with grieving families, attended a prayer service and stopped at a makeshift memorial in New Orleans on Monday in honor of the victims of last week's deadly New Year's attack in the city's historic French Quarter.
I know events like this are hard. To pray with you, to let you know you are not alone. French Quarter is also home to so many people. We will support everyone who lives there, all the people of New Orleans, as they heal. And if there's one thing we know, New Orleans defines strength and resilience. You define it, whether it's in the form of this attack, or hurricanes or superstorms. This city and its people get back up. May He raise you up on eagle's wings and bear you on the breath of dawn, make you to shine like the sun, and hold you in the palm of His hand. God bless you all. May God protect our troops. God bless you. I know events like this are hard. To pray with you.
A 3-year-old boy who died Monday was the fourth person to succumb to injuries from a massive explosion of fireworks on New Year's Eve at a Honolulu home, and a doctor said 6 others faced long recoveries in Arizona, where they were sent to be treated for severe burns. The blast also killed 3 women and injured more than 20 people, many of whom have burns over most of their bodies. The Honolulu medical examiner identified the toddler as Cassius Ramos Benigno. The cause and manner of death were listed as pending.
So there were 6 survivors. They're all relatively young people in their 20s and 30s. All of them have very extensive burns. I think the smallest is about 45% total body surface area, almost half of the body burn, and the largest is just under 80% total body surface area burn. All of these people required breathing tubes and ventilator management. Many of them required emergency surgeries before they were able to be transported here, and a number of them have traumatic injuries in addition to their burn injuries. The Air Force did a tremendous job of caring for these people, not only transporting them, but taking care of them over a long period of time and over 3,000 miles over the ocean. We've got them settled in on Saturday night, and we started operating on them yesterday morning. We were actually able to operate on all 6 of them yesterday, and we've continued our surgeries today on 3 more. We'll do 3 more surgeries tomorrow. By that time, we should have all of the burns off of people, which is our primary goal. I think that 4 of them are going to be intubated and sedated and basically in a drug-induced coma for weeks before they're able to be awakened. So there was
Gunmen opened fire on a bus carrying Israelis in the occupied West Bank on Monday, killing 3 people and wounding 8 others. Violence has surged in the territory since Hamas' October 7, 2023 attack out of Gaza ignited the ongoing war there. The shooting occurred in the Palestinian village of Al-Funduk on one of the main east-west roads crossing the territory used by both Israelis and Palestinians. Israel's military said 2 70-year-old women and a 35-year-old policeman were killed. Widespread operations have been launched in the area looking for the attackers. Saudi Arabia is on high alert as heavy rainfall sweeps across Mecca and Medina, causing flash floods, dust storms and hail. This extreme weather is expected to continue until Wednesday, bringing dangerous conditions to the holy cities.
Allah, semua kau ialah.
A massive snowstorm brought significant impacts to the greater Cincinnati region, causing headaches on the roads for many. Another 2 to 4 inches falls Monday as the winter storm pinwheeled through the Ohio Valley. Several states have instituted snow emergencies and travel advisories as officials throughout are urging those who do not need to travel to stay home. Multiple crashes and spin-outs have been reported across the area as conditions continue to deteriorate. Almost all flights have also been cancelled. That's the wrap of the world news. Keep watching CVR News English.